This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. And we're back. This is kind of trail day today, I guess. So anyway, well,
this is another trail idea close to my heart.
But this is a newer trail because at one time Kansas was number 4 in winemaking in the United States before
Isn't that
Prohibition.
Wild?
Yeah, because I mean the climate, the land, and all of that was just right for really raising some really good grapes. Well, they kind of disappeared, but as we know here,
they became raisins, people. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, right. The winemaking industry started again, and of course this is Kansas, and there's a lot of resistance to alcohol and all of that, but it has blossomed in the state. And you may be familiar with the wine trail over in Missouri. Well, there is a Kansas wine trail as well. Okay, and that's what this next story is about, because some people got together with the wineries. They went over to
Hermann, Missouri.
Hermann, Missouri, yep. And spent 6 months there learning how to do this. And so anyway, that's part of the story. So we're going to talk about the Somerset Wine Trail. Woohoo. This is a story written by Ron Wilson, director of the Huck Boyd National Institute for Rural Development at Kansas State University. Let's hit the trail. It's not a biking trail or a hiking trail. This is a wine trail. Now it is possible to hit this wine trail by trolley. There's a growing wine business in Miami County, Kansas. One element of that growth was the creation of the Somerset Wine Trail. A trolley service is now available for wine trail travelers and others. Brian and Michelle Roberts are owners of Miami County Trolley. Brian, a Kansas native, worked in sales and marketing in Iowa for 17 years before coming back to Kansas, near where his wife's parents live in Miami County. My wife and I were looking to start some business of our own, Brian said. In 2010, he and Michelle visited the town of Hermann in the heart of Missouri wine country. They noticed a trolley service which provided transportation to the local wineries. It was an appealing idea considering the growing winery industry developing back home in Miami County. But Brian wasn't sure there were enough wineries to support it. We had 3 wineries in the county, Brian said. In 2012, a 4th winery opened and we decided to go for it. Brian and Michelle met with Janet McCrae, the Economic Development Director for Miami County. Janet was huge for us, Brian said. She helped with business planning and more. They consulted with each of the wineries. In order to fully learn the business, Brian and Michelle went back to Hermann, Missouri, to the guy who owned the trolley service there. We spent 6 months with the guy in Hermann and learned the business inside and out. He sold us our first trolley. Brian and Michelle established Miami County Trolley. One of the wineries, Somerset Ridge, had taken the lead in establishing a highway route called the Somerset Wine Trail, which linked the wineries in the county. Miami County Trolley is available for weddings, corporate events, and parties, but the primary business is the wine trail. If they stay in Miami County, we can pick them up and return them right to their lodging, Brian said. Miami County has the Paola Inn and Suites, plus several bed and breakfasts. The trolley can go to each place and shuttle people to the wineries. The business has grown to the point that Brian purchased a second trolley in September 2014. It's become a full-time job for me, Brian said. He even hired 4 other drivers. The trolleys themselves are classic vehicles, fully enclosed with heat and wood interior seats. There is even a bell for the driver to ring. One trolley is diesel and the other has a gas engine. One can hold 20 passengers, the other can hold 30. We can shuttle up to 100 people in a day, Brian said. It is such a convenient and worry-free way to travel, and especially to enjoy the wine trail. Seats on the trolley are booked by reservation, and we generally fill up, Brian said. He also has a 14-passenger van which can pick up other passengers and bring them to the trolley. I like meeting people, Brian said. It's a lot of work, but it doesn't feel like work. We're continuing to grow the business. Miami County Trolley is based in the rural community of Paola, population 5,033. Now that's rural.
Hey folks, Dr. Dan from Doc Talk. Have you asked yourself, how can I help provide relief to wildfire victims? Well, you can go to the Ashland Community Foundation, or you can go to the Kansas Livestock Association Foundation and make monetary gifts. Another way, you can buy this beautiful print that was painted by Dr. Eva Gardner of the Gardner Angus Ranch of Ashland and Clark County area before the fire. This painting will be sold through the Kansas Livestock Association Foundation, and all proceeds will be provided to victims of the wildfire.